I love to try before you buy, and here's the easiest way to try before you buy is to ask the software vendor who is using the technology and pretend you're a consumer and mystery shop whatever that company is and see what the experience is. At that point, you'll know as a real user whether it's the customer-focused software that you want to buy.
Hello, welcome to Capterra's Guest Network series, where we talk to leading business influencers about how to work smarter by using the right software. I'm Niels Juist, and I'm here with Shep Hyken. He's a customer service thought leader, best-selling author, and keynote speaker. And today we're sharing advice on rolling out AI-powered tech to help and not hinder your business's support agents. Shep, how are you?
I am doing fantastic, Niels. Thanks for having me today.
So, Shep, AI can be used in so many different ways, right? How should businesses figure out which applications will make the biggest impact on customer experience?
Well, we should be able to sample what it is that we're buying. So I would say test drive. Try the software. Do a short-term demo. Don't roll it out to every customer. So just do a test. You might even choose a select group of customers, if they're willing to do so, to be part of a focus group or a sample that allows you to test drive. And then once you've tested it and you feel it's working, keep testing. Don't stop testing. Keep looking at the results and making sure that it's rolling out exactly the way you want it. If it needs to be tweaked, if it needs to be changed, make the changes. However, if it's not working, move on and find the technology that will.
Do you have any tips for businesses shopping for new software with those advanced capabilities?
Wow, that's a great question. I like to know, it's like, I love to try before you buy, and here's the easiest way to try before you buy is to ask the software vendor who is using the technology and pretend you're a consumer and mystery shop whatever that company is and see what the experience is. At that point, you'll know as a real user whether it's the customer-focused software that you want to buy.
So once a business tries and buys a system, what are the most common CX challenges call centers face when implementing AI?
I would say there's two things. With change, it's always tough. You're going to create a new system, a new process. We're trying to create something that is great for our customers. One of the biggest issues is going to be your employees. Are they going to embrace the new technology? It may even be easier to use than the last technology or what they've been currently using. However, it's still new. There is a change. So ensure that all of your agents are up to date and properly trained on how to implement this. One of the best things, practice. Practice doesn't necessarily make perfect, but I tell you what, it eliminates a lot of mistakes down the road.
Do you have any examples of companies and how they overcame this pushback from employees?
Wow. So here's the thing. Once again, when you start to make changes, employees start to get concerned. Are we adding extra steps? Our goal is to let the employee know, number one, what the outcome's going to be for the customer. So they know that this is something good for the customer. They also need to know that you've kept them in mind. So if we're adding extra steps, what steps are we adding, and explain why it's important. The last thing we want to do is, let's just say in the past, it took 2 or 3 little steps to get something done. We add a new technology that now doubles the steps, which means doubles the time, and it becomes all of a sudden cumbersome. Employees become demotivated. They become frustrated, if you will. And then what happens is you end up finding a churn in your employee base, which is not what you're trying to achieve. So let the employees know that this is not only to support the customers, but we're thinking about you as well. Whenever I talk to clients about creating a customer-focused culture, what I suggest to them is that every single decision that they make needs to keep the customer in mind. Well, today, more than ever, especially in the past few years, where companies have complained about the ability to hire good people, keep good people, they're worried about the churn of their employees. Today, we got to take the same approach to our employees. not just be customer focused, be employee focused as well. What's happening on the inside of an organization is going to be felt on the outside. So make sure your employees know that you are keeping them in mind with every decision that is made for the customer.
So to that point, a new Capterra survey of call center employees worldwide found that their biggest concern about AI is the risk of losing customer trust and ensuring accuracy. How would you address those concerns?
Yeah, there have been some interesting stories out there about companies that have failed, made a mistake, and as a result, there was one, I believe, a customer was able to purchase a car for an incredibly low price, not even close to what the car even, retailed for. We want to avoid those kinds of mistakes and, of course, any kind of error. So here's a great opportunity for companies and for employees. There's a new job that's opening up, and it's the one that tests for accuracy of the answers that AI is giving to the customers. It's a quality control opportunity for employees. So not only will employees be properly trained to answer customers' questions, to use the AI to deliver better information, but now we have a new role of that employee, and that is to ensure the accuracy of the AI. They don't even need to be talking to customers. They just need to be monitoring the questions, the answers, and making sure that AI is delivering on the right answers. Here's the big issue with companies is products are changing all the time. If I have I'll give you an example in the automotive world. If I buy a car today, this year, next year, there may be new features on that car, even though it's not a new model year. Therefore, the manual changes. And if AI is doing its job, it's keeping up with the changes. We just need to make sure that it's delivering the most accurate, most up-to-date information. Great opportunity for human interaction with the machine, and that's employee human interaction to making sure that it's delivering the right information to our customers.
Right. What are some CX-related performance metrics you would recommend to measure the return on investment for AI tools?
Well, I am a big fan of various metrics like customer satisfaction, CSAT, or NPS, Net Promoter Score. If we are going to spend money and invest in technology to create a better experience, are we seeing those scores go up? But in the call center, customer service support world, by the way, call center, that is so 10 years ago. in the support center world, we also need to take a look at what I refer to as time to happiness. From the moment the customer decides they want to contact us with either a question or a problem, how long does it take for them to become happy? And we need to look at those metrics at two levels. One, digital self-support, or digital eventually turning into human-to-human support. And by the way, I say digital turning into human-to-human because 9 out of 10 times a customer goes to a website to find a phone number. So they're already starting down the path of digital support. It just so happens the question that they're looking to answer is, what's the phone number for that company, as opposed to, can this website or something on the website answer my problem? So time to happiness should on average be shortened because AI should support better on the self-service digital support, and it should support better on the human-to-human interaction. The end result is a shorter time to happiness for the customer.
So here's the last question that we ask all of our guests. Capterra is all about helping people buying the right software. Have you ever regretted a software purchase yourself?
I was ready to invest a lot of money in a CRM. And I was wondering, what kind of support will I get if I have a question? Am I going to go into a ticketing system where I might not hear back from the company for a day, 2 days, 3 days? So I said, can you help me understand why I should buy your software? The big question I have is, how do you support customers when they have questions? And the salesperson smiled and said, go to Google and just ask the question, how do you do, and we came up with a really difficult question, how do you do blank with this software? Now this is a Google search. It's not even on their website. And within seconds, I had video tutorials from not only the company, but from other customers that wanted to jump in and show how they resolved the same issue. I thought, wow, that's great. And you know what ended up happening as a result is once I bought the software, started using the software, and I had questions, I didn't have to call the company. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I felt really strong and positive about that company, even though I wasn't having human-to-human support, which, by the way, is another kind of a side lesson. Here we go. Squirrel, I'm going down a little path, but I think it's important. We need to ensure that our customers are going to be happy with the digital support that they have, and at the same time, not let it erode the emotional connection that they have with us. Because the further you distance yourself from a customer with digital support, AI, technology, whatever it is, the opportunity to engage with the company and create emotion, which is typically done human to human, starts to go down. However, if we create a system that works so well, where the customer says, I love doing business with them, not because of the human-to-human interaction, because it seems that whenever I have a question, it's so easy to get an answer. And it's not about me calling and talking to somebody. It's about the system that they created. The case study for this would be Amazon. Amazon is almost 100% digital. If we do a survey and we ask how many customers who use Amazon have ever talked to anybody at Amazon, probably 99% will say never. But guess what? They've created this confidence and emotional connection that makes their customers want to keep doing business with them again and again.
Mm-hmm. And AI can help with that.
Oh, that's not just AI, it's all technology. But now today, boy, the AI experience, I remember even 10 years ago, I was writing articles about how I go onto Amazon and it's like, welcome back, Shep. The last time you were here, you looked at this. And guess what? They were right. It's like I walked into a store and the salesperson remembered who I was. Well, now they can not only remember what I looked at before, but they can start to predict what I might need based on buying habits and patterns, things that I've bought in the past. Even just today, my good friend Alexa, which is the Echo that's run and works with Amazon, had started making suggestions. It's been 3 months since you bought this product. You're probably getting close to running out. And you know what? She was right. It was time to order.
Thanks for your insight, Shep.
Well, my pleasure. I hope that I was able to share some good information today.
You did for sure. And thank you for joining us. You can check out more of these interviews on our YouTube channel. So please like and subscribe. You can also follow us on LinkedIn and X. See you next time.